Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. This is the name of Telegram channel, GK Today YouTube. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. So if you find it relevant, you can subscribe to it. Now let's start. Who is the head of Health Ministry's committee which recommended the serological survey? So this committee was headed by Mr. V.K. Paul, and this committee was constituted by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So this committee recommended a serological survey, and now this survey will be conducted by Delhi government in association with NCDC. What is NCDC? It is National Center for Disease Control, and the antibody kits which will be used for this survey have been developed by NIV. What is NIV? It is National Institute of Virology, and the name of these antibody kits are COVID, Kavach, ELISA. Now NIV is in Pune, and recently NIV was in news as NIV in association with ICMR partnered with Bharat Biotech, and recently Bharat Biotech was in news because its vaccine, Covaxin, received the approval of DGCI for human trials. DGCI stands for Drug Controller General of India. So it is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Which Indian institution developed an intensive care unit grade ventilator under the name of Project Pran? So it has been developed by IISc, that is Indian Institute of Science, and it has been developed under Project Pran. So recently it was in news because its prototype work is completed. Now the process of commercial production will start. And this ventilator is affordable as it is using only those components which are either made in India or which are easily available in our domestic markets. Which Indian state has formed a dedicated commission to create employment opportunities for migrant laborers? So this has been done by Madhya Pradesh, and it is named as MPSMLC. What is MPSMLC? It stands for Madhya Pradesh State Migrant Laborer Commission. Now the state was also in news because of its Kill Corona initiative. So this Kill Corona initiative has been started by Madhya Pradesh. On the other hand, Maharashtra was in news as it started Chase the Virus initiative. Apart from that, BMC in Maharashtra started Mission Zero, and it is a rapid action plan to combat COVID-19. Apart from that, Maharashtra was also in news because of Project Platina. This Project Platina is the world's largest plasma therapy trial for COVID-19 patients, and this will be launched by Maharashtra government. What is the name of COVID-19 health policy framed by IRDAI? IRDAI is the insurance sector regulator, and the name of this policy is COVID Kavach. So IRDAI recently issued guidelines that companies can offer one short-term COVID-19 policy, and the name of this policy is going to be Corona Kavach policy. And as per the guidelines, the mode of payment would be a single premium. Apart from this Corona Kavach, another policy called Corona Rakshak was also launched. It is a standard benefit policy. What is the tenure of taxable floating rate saving bonds to be introduced by the government? So the tenure is going to be 7 years, and these bonds will be available for subscription from 1st of July, and these will be issued by RBI on the behalf of Government of India, and the interest rate on these bonds will be reset after every 6 months, and the initial interest rate is 7.15%, and the bonds shall be repayable on the expiration of these 7 years from the date of issue. Now suppose today you purchase this bond which has been issued by RBI on the behalf of government, you will get interest, and after the end of 7 years, you will get the main amount. NPC, that is National Productivity Council, is an autonomous organization under which Union Ministry? So we have already covered this question in our news section, and it is under Commerce and Industry Ministry. Actually this NPC is under DPIIT, and DPIIT is under Commerce Ministry. Recently, NPC was in news because of its 49th Governing Council meeting, and this meeting was chaired by Union Commerce and Industry Minister Mr. Piyush Goyal. What is DPIIT? It is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Who is the chairperson of 15th Finance Commission? The chairperson is Mr. N.K. Singh. Now, this is 15th Finance Commission. It is important to note that Finance Commission is a constitutional body. It is constituted as per the provisions of Article 280 and it is constituted by the President of India and it is constituted for the time period of 5 years. Presently, it is 15th Finance Commission and it is chaired by Mr. N.K. Singh. How many countries are the members of ASEAN? So, ASEAN is Association of Southeast Asian Nations and total 10 countries are the members of ASEAN. It is BPLTV MMICS. Now recently ASEAN was in news because of its virtual summit and this summit was chaired by Vietnam. ASEAN was established through Bangkok Declaration. So this was 36th summit and it was chaired by Vietnam. Recently Vietnam was in news because of Cham Temple Complex. Now why this temple complex was in news? It was in news because ASI found 9th century shivling in this Cham Temple complex in Vietnam. What is ASI? It is Archaeological Survey of India. Recently, ASI was in news as V. Vidyavati became the new DG of ASI. ASI was established in 1861 and it is under Ministry of Culture. Michael Martin recently took charge as the Prime Minister of which country? So, he became the Prime Minister of Ireland. This was already covered in our news section. Joox, which has been acquired by Amazon, is a startup company related to which field? So it is a company of self-driving cars and it is an American company. Amazon is headed by Jeff Bezos. He is world's richest individual. Which Union Ministry launched Pradhan Mantri FME scheme to generate investment of 35,000 crores. Now first thing first, this scheme is under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan and this scheme has been launched by Ministry of Food Processing and Industries. What is the full form of this FME? FME stands for Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises. So this scheme was launched by Union Minister for Food Processing and Industries and she is Harsimrat Kaur Badal. Where is the headquarters of UNODC? That is United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. So it is in Vienna. Recently it released World Drug Report and as per that report, the drug consumption in 2018 increased 30% as compared to 2009 and this report has been released by UNODC. Now Vienna is in Austria and in fact the headquarters of IAEA is also in Vienna. The headquarters of OPEC is also in Vienna. What is IAEA? It is International Atomic Energy Agency. What is OPEC? It is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Now in the context of drugs, recently a new campaign was started in our country and it is Nasha Mukt Bharat. Answer in comment box. It is an initiative of which Union Ministry? Which Indian became the youngest umpire to enter International Cricket Council Elite Panel? So Nitin Menon became the youngest umpire to enter ICC Elite Panel. He became the third Indian to enter into this prestigious group after S. Venkat Raghavan and S. Ravi. What is ICC? It is International Cricket Council. The headquarters of ICC is in Dubai. Dubai is in UAE. In fact, world's first camel hospital was started in Dubai. Recently, UAE was in news as it was declared as reciprocal territory by India, which is the parent organization of Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information for Tax Purpose. So the parent forum is OECD. What is OECD? It is Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. Now, as per a latest study by Global Forum, India is among the top 3 jurisdictions to which Switzerland provided information about the bank accounts. The other 2 countries to which Switzerland provided information are France and Germany. Now, OECD is also in news as the headquarters of FATF is in the Secretariat of OECD. It is in France in Paris. What is FATF? It is Financial Action Task Force. Recently, FATF was in news as it decided that Pakistan will stay in the grey list as of now. Now, FATF is an initiative of G7 countries. Recently, OECD was also in news as US appointed Manisha Lamba as US envoy to OECD. Now, coming back to FATF, FATF was also in news as recently it released first report on illegal wildlife trade. Answer in comment box what is the name of that report. Milton Glaser, who passed away recently, was associated with which field? So he was associated with graphics design, and he was well known for his I Love New York logo, and a book, The Pushpin Graphics, describe his life. He was from USA. A community center called Sanskritik Sadbhav Mandap is being constructed in which Indian state? So it is being constructed in Uttar Pradesh, and it is an initiative of Ministry of Minority Affairs. Present minister is Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. So this is being constructed under Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram scheme, and this community center will be utilized for various socio-economic cultural activities to boost the sense of brotherhood in the communities. So the foundation was laid in Rampur in Uttar Pradesh. Which Indian state or union territory has launched the world's largest convalescent plasma therapy project for treating COVID-19 named Platina? So it has been started by Maharashtra government, and the trial for this project will be carried out in the government medical colleges and in the BMC medical colleges, and all the critical patients of COVID-19 will receive the 2 doses of 200 ml of convalescent plasma. Who has been conferred with the Lifetime Achievement Award for his contribution to the statistics? So recently, former RBI Governor C. Rangarajan has been conferred this award, and the name of this award is P.C. Mahalanobis Award. So this is the first P.C. Mahalanobis Award, and the birth anniversary of Professor P.C. Mahalanobis is celebrated as Statistics Day in our country, and Professor P.C. Mahalanobis is considered as the father of Indian statistics. Now, in the context of Professor P.C. Mahalanobis, there is a Mahalanobis model. A special video on this topic has already been uploaded. You can check that. Now, this National Statistics Day is celebrated on 29th of June, while World Statistics Day is celebrated on 20th of October, and it is celebrated every 5 years. So last time it was celebrated in 2015. Now, this year it will be celebrated again. Which global institution has approved a project for India called Strengthening Teaching, Learning and Results for States Program, that is STARS. So recently World Bank has approved a project under this STARS program, and the objective of this program is to improve the quality and the governance of school education. And for this program, World Bank recently sanctioned the assistance of $500 million. Now recently, World Bank was also in news because of We Care project. Answer in comment box. Recently, which country got $500 million under this We Care project? World Bank was also in news as recently Cameron Reinhart was appointed as the chief economist of World Bank. The chief economist of IMF is Geeta Gopinath, and the president of World Bank is David Malpass. So these were the most important questions of today's quiz. Now we are going to cover important news. Feel free to skip it if you do not like the format. One more thing, some students sent me a message that they are not able to recall this much information. See, if you have retention issues, please make sure that you make your own notes. What you can do, just watch every day's video and try to note down important points of that entire video in one single page. That means one page for one video, and then try to revise that page again and again. So for example, for the June month, you should have 30 pages, and everything which is mentioned in these videos should be noted down in those 30 pages, and you will see the difference within a week. So when you want to score little extra than others, you have to do little extra effort than others. Anyway, now let's start. So first news is related to India's first lichen park. So recently it was started in Uttarakhand. Next is related to Kholangchu joint venture hydroelectric project. So recently India and Bhutan decided to collaborate for this Kholangchu joint venture hydroelectric project. Next is Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana. So recently this scheme was in news because the benefits of this scheme will be provided till the end of November, and as per this scheme, food is provided. Next is Section 69A of IT Act. So recently this act was in news because Indian government decided to ban 59 apps, and these 59 Chinese mobile apps were banned as they were having some issues and they were prejudicial to sovereignty and integrity of India. Next is vandalizing national monuments. So recently US President Donald Trump signed an executive order to prosecute those who damage the national monuments. So now it is a punishable offense with a jail term up to 10 years. Next is Piramal Pharma. So recently it was in news because the US-based investment firm Carlyle Group announced that it is going to buy 20% stakes in Piramal Pharma. Next is Asia's first continuous rebar production facility. So recently Dharmendra Pradhan inaugurated Asia's first continuous rebar production facility, and this was launched in Punjab. And for this purpose, Madhav Group partnered with International Zinc Association. Now why this news is important from exam perspective? Because it is Asia's first such facility. Next is State of World Population Report. So recently this report was released by UNPFA. What is UNPFA? It is United Nations Population Fund. Next is Swiggy Money. So recently Swiggy launched its own digital wallet and it is Swiggy Money. And for this Swiggy partnered with ICICI Bank. Next is Hamara Ghar Hamara Vidyalaya. So this is an initiative by Madhya Pradesh government to promote the virtual education in this time of pandemic. Next is India's first marine cluster. So recently Goa allocated land for this India's first marine cluster. Next is Skill Connect Forum. So recently Karnataka launched this portal Skill Connect Forum to connect the job seekers to the employers. Next is NADA app. NADA stands for National Anti-Doping Agency. So recently Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju launched this NADA app so that players can stay away from the banned substances. Next is International Day of Parliamentarism. So it is on 30th of June. 30th of June is also celebrated as Asteroid Day. Next is Gudani Jonasson. So recently he became the president of Iceland. Next is KK Venugopal and Tushar Mehta. So recently they were reappointed and that's why they were in news. So KK Venugopal has been reappointed as the AGI, that is Attorney General of India, and Tushar Mehta has been reappointed as the Solicitor General of India. Now answer in comment box what is the difference between Attorney General and Advocate General. Next is Dr. Adhyasa Das. So recently Dr. Adhyasa Das was in news because of book, and the title of this book is The Yogini Poems, Love and Life. So recently this was released and that's why it was in news. Next is Geeta Nagbhushan. So recently Geeta Nagbhushan passed away. She was Kannada writer. Next is Beyonce. So pop star Beyonce was honored with BET 2020 Humanitarian Award for her philanthropic work. And last news is related to Mario Gomez. So recently German footballer Mario Gomez announced his retirement. So these were the most important questions of today's video. Now homework. So first is Covaxin. What is Covaxin? Second homework is DGCA, that is a regulatory body in the field of civil aviation. So recently it was in news because of a pilot controversy. And third homework is what is Open Skies Treaty. So that was all for the day. Thank you.